Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with the WBC welterweight champion of the world, Mario Barrios, who makes this ring return live on PBC pay-per-view on Amazon Prime, July 19th at the MGM Grand Garden Arena against the legend Manny Pacquiao, if not the biggest fight of the year. Um, Before I get into all this, I know you're really big into fighting games and all that. Did you get a peep of the Street Fighter movie cast and stuff? Like, did you get to see? Like who's in it, who's casting, anything like that, or you just been locked in the camp?
Yeah, no, I haven't, man. I was never really like crazy into the whole like Street Fighter series. That was like one of the fighting games, and I would play it, but I wasn't really like a crazy fan about.
Did you know they're gonna cast 50 Cent as the boxer Balrog, like to be in the movie? If
I
so,
did I did not actually.
what's your thoughts about that? Just in general.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if 50 Cent's like his actual I guess experience with boxing, but or just fighting, but yeah, I don't know. It should be interesting.
If Mortal Kombat like the sequel, right? Granted, you're gonna if you beat Manny Pacquiao, I mean the notoriety is gonna be insane. So, is there a potential of the sequel? Who do you think they would cast you as? Like,
Me?
uh-huh.
Oh fuck yeah! It would have to be Night Wolf.
I didn't want to, like I didn't want to be like stereotype, right? But
Like
Night Wolf,
it would fucking have to be.
yeah, that'd be pretty sick. So, what's really sick is PBC dropped all the gloves, right? The did you get to watch it
Oh,
yourself?
I still, yeah, I still have it. I was trying to think about it with like the characters. I know it had to be Night Wolf or Kotal Khan.
Oh yeah, Kotal Khan. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I forgot. That's a good one. But did you get a chance to see the PBC all the gloves that they dropped with all the behind the scenes and stuff where
Yeah, I still
what
have it. Yeah, I still have it. Yeah, they were talking about it today at the boxing gym, but it's been pretty days. Had a big day of sparring today. Then yeah, came back, got to FaceTime my daughter. Then jumped on this whole interviews.
Okay, awesome. I mean, just the concept alone that they have the gloves off, right? Just how cool is that to be part of those things? I know you've done it before and things of that, but just, it's like the 24/7 of this era.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I'm like, I wish I could say I enjoyed it more, but yeah, I don't know. Like even when we were doing all the filming and everything, like the crew, they were like really there were some like really cool dudes, man. So like it didn't feel all pressured or it wasn't weird. I just I just get tired of like all that shit.
Yeah,
So
perspective.
it's just like yeah, like I'm like some on them, like whether I'm eating, whether it's like they would want to be just like right there, and I'm just like, damn, dude, like I'm fucking eating right now. But
It's
it's like
fair.
I get it.
Getting into boxing stuff. I didn't get the chance to ask you the last time we talked, but the BoxRec's been setting me up with wrong stances all the time. But I just want to make sure the last southpaw you fought professionally was Javante, correct?
Yeah, I that sounds right. That sounds right.
And on top of how many other southpaws throughout your professional career have you fought? Was there a lot or just here and there?
There was a couple, there was like here and there, like the ones I could really just think off the top of my head. It was like Tank, it was Akhmedov. Um, I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, I can't.
Do you think it's obvious that Manny Southpaw that they probably watched those fights, especially, those were competitive fights. Do you think from those point of just obviously everything changes, but you think it's a mistake because they probably grew some sort of confidence from watching those type of fights and think as a Southpaw they can probably do it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's hard to say. They might have watched it,
Mhm.
but yeah, I have a bit of experience with southpaws, even just fighting southpaw myself. Um, and I mean, I've been having great like southpaw work, this whole training camp. So, yeah, we've just been getting like every southpaw look that we can get, and I'm happy with where like camp is right now,
Mhm.
or where like camp is finishing up at. So yeah, I'm stoked.
Those conversations you have with Bob Santos, yeah, I'm sure he's told you, he's been in the camp, Pacquiao time, he's had a lot of work, right? And obviously he's speaking very confident, as any trainer of a fighter should. But those type of conversations with someone who's been there, does it give you more confidence that your training camp really has the perfect plan to really send Pacquiao, into retirement in the sport of boxing?
Yeah, Bob's funny, man. He's a, but no, yeah, man. Having somebody who has been in the, like Pacquiao's camps and has had that experience, being around him for such a long time, and then um just coming up with like the like game plan, that we feel is gonna work, and it definitely adds, to that to that confidence, especially like I said, like, man, the camp has been great. The sparring, like we closed out, with two sparring partners today, looking very sharp, and so I think all of us, on everybody on the team right now, everyone's happy with the results, and having a having a camp where everybody's happy it doesn't happen all the time. Um, so yeah, I think things are going good right now, but especially with Bob, Richard Barrientos. So I think just having them, bounce their ideas off each other, just coming up with, what's gonna work. It's been good.
So my final set of questions is, you've never been a guy that even in face-off has been confrontational. You've always been professional, even crack a smile. Is it when Manny smile, you smile? Like, when are you able to get that killer switch? And I know fight night, of course, but is there somewhere along fight week where you're gonna look at Pacquiao and be like, all right, I'm not gonna smile at your little games no more?
Nah, probably not. I'll tell you, man. Like even just being like face to face with this dude, like it was just like he's a hard dude to try to dislike or to try to be
Hmm.
mad at. Like I said, I think it's gonna be one of those fights where it's gonna be just all smiles, all friendly shit until we step in the ring, and then
Awesome.
yeah, then as soon as we step in the ring, I think both of us, I mean, obviously, we know how to turn that switch on,
Hmm.
and yeah, then I know afterwards it'll be smiles again, but
Awesome. My very last question is, I'll be remiss not to ask, right? It's happened after I've talked to you, someone that you sparred back in the day, and now he's moving in your division and he's wanting to fight Brian Norman. So, like, that's the fight I'm sure as a fan you're gonna want to watch. And I'm just curious, like, what do you think of that fight, and how do you think that fight plays out? It's two talented guys, obviously. So,
yeah, no, man. Honestly, I was pretty surprised too. Like here when that fight was announced, or I guess like it's been announced, right? Or is it just been in the
oh yeah, it's been
works?
announced.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, Devin is his talent and his skill set. I don't think it's to be questioned. But Norman is the champ for a reason, and I think he's showing why he's a like one of the belt holders and why he's a threat. Um, so yeah, I think it's gonna be more for Devin to have to, I think Devin has more questions to answer than Brian Norman does. But Devin doesn't have an easy style, to look good against. Um, but I think definitely when it comes to like just power um and like explosiveness, I think Norman definitely has that.
I know Devin's the favorite, so but a lot of people have been concerned because of the Ryan Garcia fight. A lot of left hooks. Brian has shown a really good left hook. I mean, do you agree that you think Devin should be the favorite on like the bookies just because of his experience, or is it 50-50, you think?
I think it's 50-50. I mean, like I said, man, Norman, he's a title holder for a reason. So I think the fact that they have him as like the underdog is like pretty wild. Even given Devin's experience. But yeah, it's like I said, I think it's just one of those things that I think Devin has more questions to answer than Norman does.
Hmm. Well, look, if everything obviously works out in your corner and everything goes there, I mean, it obviously would have to be the next. I mean, somewhere along to be the biggest welterweight fight. Like, I don't know, maybe since Crawford Spence, if you guys get all this stuff done. So, I wish you nothing but the best. And for the fight fans that's tuning in on, July 19th, they'll be tuning in on Amazon Prime Video to watch this spectacular card. What do you want to tell the fans out there?
Those same as usual, just fucking tune in, buy the pay-per-views, buy your fight ticket if you're trying to see it live, and if you got bread like that. Yeah, nah, man, I'm stoked. I mean, I'm 2.5 weeks away. Feeling good, feeling sharp in camp, and yeah, I'm just ready, to get this rolling.